What up, everybody? I'm just waking up, yawning, getting going. 7:10 is almost here. It is 4:20, guys. Yes, we can do.
Can't do.
You know, it's funny. I was watching this guy, this YouTube channel, and he was showing how much money it costs to beat the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I think he said it was around $12 or something like that. So 12, $13. It's pretty cool. This one channel, he goes back on old games and sees how much I was just like, we were just kind of talking about that. I need to get woke up though. I'll be honest with you guys. I have been just doing laundry, cleaning. I took a nap and I'm just kind of getting going. I wasn't going to do this today, but I figured, hey, it's 4:20. We got to end it on a good one. So we're going to have to do some dab marines for 4:20. We must have got put on some kind of like main page over on Kick because some reason we got up to like 40 some followers on that last stream, which is usually unusual for my Kick. But that was kind of cool. Considering I also didn't have it titled right. Hey Alex, how you doing, bud? Ooh, I am tired. I need to wake up. Wake up. I'm gonna just keep yawning until I get woken up here. So, all right, get your nails out. Later, George Jones, Robones. Turn on your vaporizers. Pour your beers. Pour your shots. Get your dabs ready. Try to get some dabs on. Maybe get our game on. I don't even know what I want to play. I do want to get high, get faded. 4:20, 7:10 is right around 1 minute from now. I'm probably gonna miss that, but I'll do my best. We got the Romulan going here, the Pearl Pharma. And I'm yawning, trying to wake up here, guys. Ugh. But yeah, we're gonna do it right. Gonna have the highest, strongest 420 stash of the day, guys. Doing some 710 dabs because you know we like to do it 710 style. Woo, everybody. Yeah, let's rock and roll, buddy. Kick, YouTube, Twitch. We're gonna do some dab marines. We got a whole bunch of new stuff from Catalyst. Hope we're going to be continuing yawning this whole thing. I saw Shido was doing his last day of moving. So Shido's be moving into his new spot. I'll check that out when he's all settled in. I sent him a link, but he might be a little busy. He might not be able to join the link. We'll see. I didn't get to see 10 on this cruise, so we got to eventually send 10 a link, get 10 on the live. I tried to hit up Justin again. My brother Justin, not fart session. But yeah, I tried to hit up my brother Justin, and I haven't got a hold of him yet, so I don't know. He must still be busy. My boy Brian, though, he's on the cruise ship, dabbing it up for 420. He's going hard. I was talking to him. I said, we got to make sure we get on the same cruise next time because I want to dab on a cruise. Oh, man. Maybe a dab marine will wake me up. All right, everybody, get your nails out. Later, Bull Short, Jones, Robones. Turn on your vaporizers. Pour beers, pour your shots. We got the Romulan by Pearl Pharma. And I am yawning. All right, let's get this sesh going, guys. 420's not over. 710 has just begun. Let's rock and roll. Cheers, everybody. Dr. Nick here. Cheers, everybody. Right before I got on here, I was getting everything set up, and I just started yawning. I was like, Jesus, I just took a nap. Once you start yawning, you can't stop it. Makes my eyes water, then I can't see. All right, guys, get your nails out. Little Short Jones, turn on your vaporizer, pour your shots. Get your dabs ready. For everybody who's done with 420, we're just beginning because 710 is here. Get on here, Nick 420 CI, if you want to game with us. I haven't decided. Maybe some Black Ops, maybe some Warzone, maybe some PGA, maybe some TMNT. Whatever we do, we'll have some fun doing it. We'll try to get boosted over here on Kick again. I don't like it. That was crazy. Shot up to like 40 somehow. And then out of the blue, we dropped down to like 3. So I must have lost my boosted status. All right, we got some beers here for some dab marines. Again, this is going to be my last one. Try to get that diet. Hit that gym more often as I get back into the groove, guys. Oh man, I'm just yawning. It's like a noob smoking again. As soon as I start smoking, I'm all tired. Usually it gives me a second wind, so I haven't did a dab yet. This in a while since earlier. So hopefully I catch a second wind here in a second. Man, this is gonna be a long video if I keep yawning. Ugh. Can do. All right, wait.
Just let me get high. Well, I'm gonna get a little high.
Can do.
Hey, Big Perm, you're back. Told you I'd be back, bud. I'm back a little longer this time. Had to get the early sesh. This is my favorite time to sesh. You know, I'm a 720, 710 kind of smoker. But by the time I dab it, it's always 720. All right, guys, we got Discord, we got the Buy Me a Coffee, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, guys. We also got Nick 420 CA if you want to game with us. A little bit of everything, guys. Gonna have a fun session. I'm trying to get waking up. In order to do that, I need to get some dabs in me. So I hope you guys do too. So load your bull, short, jump, bunch, turn on your vaporizer. 40 beer, 40 shots. Let's get our sesh going, guys. Happy 420, 710. Cheers. Oh shit, that first one. Oh shit. Give me a second, guys. Oh shit. Oh man, that first one hit me so hard. Heavy pressure behind the eyes, hard to open them. Eyes watering, face melting, body tingling. Cheers, Big Bird. Another good reason to cough to the side. If I vomit, I don't projectile vomit all over my equipment. That'd be horrible. Oh man, I got to get back in the groove of this, guys. I've been off of it for over a week, guys. Been on that cruise, finally getting back from my tolerance break. Holy shit. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Oh, now, Marky, Mikey. I'm just starting, bud. Uh. I got that 3-year warranty for my MacBook, but I don't think they'd have a fun time fixing that. I had a vomit on a $5,000 MacBook. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Well, we got 5 more chances. One down, 5 to go. Oh, man. I almost felt like I tasted that michelada from a couple days ago in Ensenada. Raider Nation does a good one of those. Oh, man. Fuck. Hard to read your guys' comments, and my eyes are closed and watering. Hey, Braden. Yeah, we got everybody. Nice. We got some guys on YouTube. We got some guys on Twitch. Some guys on Kick. We'll see if we could get Kick to get pushed to the main page, get some more views. I think that's what happened earlier. That's why we got 40. Oh, man. This is a hard beginning to it. Jesus. Nice. Token. Woo! Sorry, I gotta fix and Jesus Christ, wake up. Well, after you do all that, that does wake you up quite a bit. I give it that. Starting out a little bit slow here. We got a whole bunch of the Pearl Pharma still to do reviews of as the weeks go on. The Romulan, the Sin Mints, the Hardcore. We got a whole bunch of these. Oh, man. Mark. I got water into the beer. Oh, man. I'm faded. I know the feeling, Mark. Oh, whew. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good 420? Everybody high, faded? Enjoying watching everybody get faded? And I see a lot of people's going big where they're at. That's why I was like, well, the only thing big I know is Dab Marines. So I said, I'll just do some last Dab Marines for 420. Barring we don't get any donations, I'll do another one maybe for 710 coming up here in a couple months. Man, I was dabbing watching the Secret Cup documentary. Then I saw you jumped online. Yeah, buddy. Well, it was like somebody was watching us play that Turtles because this guy released that video like 12 days ago asking how many quarters it takes to beat the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade. He said he's going to eventually do the Turtles in Time one too. So pretty cool channel. I like this guy. I started watching him. He did WWF too. He's like, how much does it take you to beat it? It's pretty cool. Play the game. I know I should play something. I don't know what game to play. What games do you guys want to play? We got everything to play. We could play some Black Ops 6, which we got some people on. Golf, Turtles. Yeah, I know. I swear he did. Let me get a couple more dabs in. I'll get some games on. I gotta get a few dabs in and get woken up. Man, I'm faded. All right, let's get another one going, guys. I got another beer poured. Dab Marine number 2, 420, 710. Hogwarts Legacy is available on PlayStation Plus along with Battlefield. Oh, shit. Damn it. I always wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy. Interesting. That ain't too bad. That would actually be cheaper than buying the game. Hmm. That's weird. I don't know. That's a good question. I thought I had PlayStation Plus. That's what I'm kind of confused about. Huh. Here's my question though. So check this out. So if I get the standard one, it's 69.89. Oh, I see. Hold on here. Yeah, I know I did. I'm so confused. Let me do a restart. I don't know what happened. I know I had it. I had Plus. Now Ninja Turtles won't be available. Well, let's check out that wouldn't make sense then, would it? Now I'm all confused. Go all the way to the left. Huh. Weird. Benefits. Huh. I don't. Weird. I don't know. Well, I'm confused. uh See, check this out. Oh, you need premium. Oh, okay, yeah, because I can get RoboCop and shit. Okay, that makes sense. But check this out. 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 So if I get Hogwarts Legacy, it's 69. But if I get the deluxe edition, I get Legacy for only 19.99. Does that make sense? So it'd be cheaper just to buy this one for 19.99, right? Wouldn't that get everything? I'm so confused about this. Huh. Well, I guess I could get it for $19.99, right? Yeah, so I guess it looks over here. If you see the left one, I could get the standard edition Hogwarts Legacy plus Haunted Hogsmeade Shop Quest, $69.99. Or I could get the deluxe edition, which has the legacy and that and all that for $19.99. That's so weird. Yeah, I know. The standard should be 20. Yeah, I'm so confused. This game just make it. I almost paid the 70. I could buy the whole thing for 20 and get the deluxe one. Wouldn't that make more sense? Yeah, I guess I got to pay for that too. Well, note to self, guys, obviously get the deluxe one. It's 75% off. What a deal. Yeah, you're right. I know I could do that. All right, well, at least we figured that all out. Thanks, guys, for the help. We'll get going on that in here. I need a dab after. That Hogwarts one just confused me right there. That was funny as shit. You want to pay $70 and have the regular one, or do you want the deluxe edition for $20? Don't confuse me. All right, dab time. Make me thinking about that. It's like, hey, you want a Lamborghini? It's going to be $20,000, or you can have that Honda Accord for 100,000. Wait. Something doesn't seem right. Making me read the fine print and everything. I was like, wait, that does seem like a better deal. I was like, I get everything plus more, and it's $50 less. All right, get your nails out, load your bowls, roll your enjoy blunts, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready. Yeah, I know. I'll give you all the extras for less, or I'll give you less for more. What do you want? Either you pick. If you don't want all that, it's going to cost you a little bit extra. That's funny. Uh, PlayStation confusing generations for years to come. Uh, I'm glad you guys saw it. I had to hold that up on the screen for a second because I was rereading that like 5 times. I was like, wait. uh, uh, I watch Asmongold, and I watch what is that Penguin? You know him. It seems like something he'd be bitching about. That was so confusing. Yeah. You want everything stuck? That's going to cost you. You want all the extras, the sorting hat, this, that, and the other? Way cheaper. Yeah, you get the sorting hat and all this other shit. I was like, oh, whoever posted that, I don't know. They're like, well, if the people don't notice the difference, they'll pay extra. So stupid. Every still funny. All right, get your nails out, load your bowl, George Jones robots, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots to PlayStation, confusing everybody. I'm gonna have to get some room for it. I don't have a shit ton of memory on this PlayStation. Man, I'd like to play that Hogwarts, though. I'm a big Hogwarts fan. Speaking of Hogwarts, you see the casting for the new Hogwarts TV show? I'm really excited about Max having the TV show, but they're getting a lot of controversy over all the casting. It seems anymore nowadays, all the movies and remakes and everything, they're just having all this casting issues because they're just trying to please everybody. And when you try to please everybody, you end up pleasing nobody, it seems like. But Snow White, they only had the worst movie ever in history. uh, All right, everybody, get your nails out, load your bowl, short junk, short lunch, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots. We're gonna do some dab rains for 42710 and then get our game on. At least I can still play some Turtles and RoboCop. And Shido wants to play. I guess he was a big Jurassic Park fan, so I said if he comes over, get some Jurassic Park in. Cheers, guys.
Here is the door closed, or is it a placebo, or is it a beat of slow? I don't wanna go outside. Maybe you can open the door for me? Baby, can you open the door for me? Maybe you can open the door for me, for me.
Oh yeah, that was it. That one felt good. I could feel the power surging. Uh, Dude, my boy Brian brought actual waxes. He brought a vape pen and dabs, and he's doing carnival right. Ugh, all right. Man. Ooh. I'm gonna do a restart on here while we do another dab real quick. I don't see everybody. Man, that's still funny. I almost clicked that $69 Hogwarts one because I looked over and I said, there ain't no way that $19 one, that's got to be just for extra shit. But no, no, no. That's everything plus extra. Whew. That'd be fun to do that Hogwarts one. I was so excited when I heard Hogwarts is coming out and I never got it. And I watched all the videos on it. There's a lot of good cheats in that Hogwarts. I've read all the books, saw all the movies. I got every movie on DVD. And I can't get my kid to watch Hogwarts at all. He doesn't like Harry Potter. Uh, Maybe when the new TV show comes out, we could get him into it. I don't know. Yeah, I know, Mark. I should. I didn't realize I had the smaller one. I'll probably do that next. Oh yeah, Righteous Gems. Yeah, shit. You know, David, we just recently got back and watched last Sunday. So we just caught up with last Sunday's at Righteous Gemstones. So tomorrow we'll watch the new one. Tonight I get high, get faded, get my game on. I tried to send, like I said, Shido. I think he might be moving into his new place today. I think it was his last day moving, so he might be actually in his new spot today. Oh, you know, it'd be fun to do. Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna send Brian a fucking link. See if he fucking well, if Brian's free, he's on a cruise right now. I actually just fired him out a link. Maybe he'll be able to jump on, get to see what he's hanging out and how he's partying on a cruise. All right. Yeah, we don't got a whole lot of people on. We got Scoopy Noopers. I'm down for some TMNT if you want to, Mark. I was watching that guy play some TMNT and I was like, damn it, I want to play. Ba, ba, ba. I also watched him play the WrestleMania one. Oh, no rush then. I'll get some Call of Duty. Let me know when you're free. I'll probably do some more dabs too anyway. I'm in no rush. I could do like 5 or 6 more dabs. I could just dab all night. Oh, look at the shirt. Dank's got it all changing colors. Actually, I'll fire out the link for everybody too. Anybody wants to go live, you can always click the link. We got to get Tin on here. Tin's been wanting to go live with me when I was on the cruise, but I couldn't. But I think next time I'll probably try to bring the iPad or the Mac, the iPad. Hell yeah, you take this seriously, Mark says. Hey, do you guys? How many of you guys remember the video where I used to blew the bottoms out of the glass bottles? So I used to do YouTube videos, and every now and then I'll teach you guys that you can do it with a full bottle of beer, or you just fill it back up with water, and then you hold it and you go, and you can pop the bottom out. I did it for several times for videos. It's a good little party trick. Make sure you hit it hard enough if you don't hurt your hand. But what you're doing is there's a tiny little air bubble up here. What happens is if you grip it just right when you hit it, you fire that little air bubble down to the bottom and it blows the bottom out in a pretty good circle. But if you don't hit it too hard, what happens is that air bubble goes down and then it comes back up and it hits your hand and it hurts worse than if you do it. So I always try to make sure I hit it the first time and it won't hurt as bad. I'll do that for a video one day again. Yeah, hurting your hand's a good party trick too. Yeah, but I could do these real easy. These are good. Corona bottles are kind of hard to do. Certain bottles are a little harder to blow out, but Bud Lights are pretty easy to do. So fill it up to just above that uh, sticker, and then hold it up here, and then you just go, and it'll. Happy Easter, Clara. Happy 420. What do you mean, Happy Easter? Oh man, I got everything out on the cruise ship. You guys should have seen me on the cruise ship. Since I wasn't smoking, I was just coughing. People thought I was like all sick and shit. I was just coughing up everything. Pretty much got everything all cleared out, ready to go again, just in time, guys. My boy Brian is on a cruise. He actually jumped on my. We were the dudes. Me and him hung out on the January one. We hung out on the January one, and we were trying to get on this one, and he got on the one I just got off. So as soon as I got off, he hopped on one. So he's actually back on the boat right now, and I actually just sent him a link trying to get him to jump on alive. But he's on there dabbing. He brought extracts, dabs. He always has the fire. He's braver than me. But yeah, happy Easter, happy 420. They did a Easter egg hunt on the cruise ship for the kids. You know, they always hide ducks and rubber ducks all the time on all the carnivals, but they also did an Easter egg hunt. We had a lot of fun, Clara. We did the overhead bike ride, the rope course. We had a lobster dinner in Ensenada. We did the glass bottom boat in Cabo, dolphin swim in Cabo. I'll be posting pics on the Discord and shit. I think I have some there. Hold on, let me see if I can find some of these. So we got the full package. So the dolphin swim was about 200 bucks a person, 199 for each adult. I think it was 140 for Sebastian. And then the pictures was about $340. Now the pictures came with all the digital copies. It came with the videos. They did videos. It also came with these pictures. We also got a book coming. So let's see. Here's a little sneak peek. That was Sebastian riding the dolphin. So yeah, I'll show you guys some more when we get some more of the pictures in. But yeah, we had a great time, guys. We did the dolphin swim here in Cabo 2 times. We did it in Puerto Vallarta once. We prefer the one in Cabo. All right, guys. Let's do another dab marine, what shall we? We are dabbing the Romulan by Pearl Pharma. And I got beat up. Man, look at that bruise. I got bruised up. I got a bruise on my ankle, bruise on my arm. I've got cut up. Always got all kinds of beat up on that stuff. But yeah, wait till you see it. There's a sick video. So I was on the dolphin. He did a belly ride on top of the water. I was on top of the dolphin and they swam me down to the very bottom of like a 25-foot pool. So I'll show you that video when we get it. So we got a video of that too, which is really cool. So I got to do a deep dive on ride on the dolphin. That was pretty cool. Dabbing some Cadillac rainbows. Creme de canna. Nice. All right, let's do another dab marine, shall we? But yeah, I'd say we had a great time. Hell yeah, Santa Cruz. I've been up there. I used to work a black lab up in the mountains of Santa Cruz. One of my buddies, his dad owned like basically a whole mountain almost. He had a big house on top of the mountain. We had a big lab on the mountain and test, test, test. And basically the whole mountain burned down. So he burnt his whole house down, burnt the lab down. It was during the fires several years ago. But yeah, Santa Cruz is cool. You know, the Lost Boys, that's supposed to be Santa Cruz. They call it Santa Clara, I believe, or something in the movie Lost Boys, but it's supposed to be Santa Cruz. Does my microphone sound okay? Not a hissing? Every now and then I think I hear a drives me insane. Hell yeah. Beautiful ride up there. The mountains are crazy. We were on the, like I said, on the mountain. So we had to take this like off road with this big drop off with the giant trees. And then after the fire, you drove up there and all those giant trees were gone. It was insane. His dad had a giant house up there, 2-story house, gone. He had a couple big grows on the mountain, gone. Labs, gone. All right, guys. Get your nails out, loaded bulls, Roy Jones, Robles. Turn on your vaporizers. Pour your beers, pour your shots. Get your dabs ready. We're about to do another dab here. Dab Marine. Again, we got some more stuff here from the Sin Mints to the hardcore and more Romulan, or as they like to say at the weed shop, Romulan. We got the Romulan. Yeah, I'll take that Romulan. It sounds fancy. Sounds like I'm from France. Romulan. Yeah, it's funny. I was going up to Santa Cruz during COVID and everybody had their mask on down here. And you get up to Santa Cruz and up into the mountain town and nobody in any of the shops had mask on. If you wore a mask, they looked at you like you were crazy. Cheers, guys. Man. Man. Whew. 3 down, 3 to go. Man, I gotta watch something. I'm trying to think of some good movies to watch. I was actually just getting caught up on everything. I missed a lot of shit. The internet really sucks on a cruise ship. To tell you how bad it sucks, you can't even download shit. It was so bad. Yeah, I got my inhaler. I got all my inhalers. My lungs have been pretty good.
Team deathmatch. Work quick and clean. No witnesses.
Let's see. Do you think I could still kill somebody? I haven't played this game in well over a week. Well, I didn't even see him. See? That was embarrassing. I was like, is that a person? Oosh. All right, so I'm a little rusty. It's all about seeing them. I can't see, and that's not a good thing. I like usually aiming because then at least pops up red if I put my damn gun on him. That way I can kind of see him. I got the Kingslayer. Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna back out of this for a second. I might need another dab. Woo! That's gonna. I'm gonna have to think about that. Yeah, but yeah, check this out, guys. Look at all these extracts I got. Bam, bam, bam. So I can only buy 8 at a time. So I got a whole bunch of them. So I got all these. I got a few more over here. And I also got this sick ass 20% off. This is an actual clay chip here. So I'll be able to get another 20% off. Oh, ban ya. But yeah, it was pretty cool earlier today. I think I got pushed towards like one of the top things on Kick. Evidently, when I was on here, we had like 40 some people on Kick watching us. And we had like 20 some on YouTube, which was kind of crazy. And then out of the blue, they eventually dropped off. So I must have hit some kind of algorithm right on Kick earlier. But it's good to be back. Good to get it going, guys. We still got 3 more dead Marines to go, and I hope you guys want to have fun. Stay high with me, guys. If you guys have any movies or anything you want to you think I should check out, let me know. I watched The Electric State. That wasn't a very good movie. There's just so many not so good movies coming out. They got a new TV show, the final season of one of my favorite shows called You. Me and my wife, it's a good couple show. We watch that all the time, and it's the final season coming up here the 24th. So if you guys want to check out, that's another good show coming up. And I think ain't Rick and Morty coming up too? You know what? You know what show I wish they would have ended, and I don't think they really ended good. And it was a good show, but Christina Applegate, the girl from Married with Children, she was in a show called I think it was called Dead to Me. I believe it was called. That was a great show, but and then she ended up getting sick, and I don't know if they're gonna finish it. But that was a pretty damn good show. You know, another show I like that not a lot of people like, since we're talking about interesting shows, was the show, oh, why did I just draw a blank on it? It was the show where The Good Place. You guys ever see the show The Good Place? Great fucking show. Great show. Love that show. The Good Place. Had Ted Danza? No. Ted Danza. I don't know. The Good Place. Go check out that. Anyway, I need to get higher to think straight. But man, that is a good show. Ted Danson. Yeah, the dude from Cheers. I should have just said that. Yeah, Ted Danson, The Good Place. Great show. That has the best story arc. I like a good TV show that has like a good story arc. That one ended great, fantastic finale. Quantum Leap probably has one of the best finales of all time. You said Ted Danza. Ted Danson. Tony Danza, Ted Danza. In an alternate reality, there is a Ted Danza. I guarantee it. Wait, there's a Ted Danza and a Tony Danson. Shit. You know, every time I think of, when you think of like, Who's the Boss? You know, the girl I remember back then, she was in Commando, and that was fucking Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Me and my brother loved that movie. Alright, get your nails hot, loaded bowl, Troy Jones, Troy Bunch, turn on your vaporizers. Oh, here's a cool, funny thought. If you're a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, you watch the movie, Running Man. The one guy, his name's Killian. His first name Killian. There's a lot of Killians out there. Killian Murphy's the other Killian. He's in like 28 Days Later, which is great. But my last name's Killian, which is always funny. Mona. No, not Mona. The daughter. What's her name? The little kid. She's famous now. She was in like Charmed and shit. I just can't think of her name. But yeah, she was the daughter of the dude and of Arnold's daughter in Commando. She was also Danson's Tony Danza's son. Yeah, Alyssa Milano. Yeah, his son in Who's the Boss? But yeah, Commando. Commando was a great movie. Me and my brother was a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. Him more than me, probably. He always, I think he got into him with Terminator 2. Then he started watching Terminator 1. Oh, you're great at bartending. Me too. I do pretty good. I'm pretty good at movie trivia, considering I used to manage a video store, and I audited video stores. But yeah, Pee Wee Herman was the voice of the alien in Flight of the Navigator, and another great movie. I was a big Pee Wee Herman fan. All the Pee Wee Herman movies was good. Paul Rubens actually kind of got a bad rap. He's caught like masturbating in an adult theater, and back then that was pretty much what you did. He kind of got a bad rap on that. Dude was always funny. He ended up making a comeback in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Had a goatee. Most people didn't recognize him in that. That's a little trip for you. Yeah, first Ted Dance. Yeah, Paul Rubens. He was also, what's funny is he was Paul Rubens back in the day on Cheech and Chong, him in the Cheech and Chong movies. He was always the dude doing cocaine. And it's funny that he goes on to be Pee Wee Herman. He's back there and he slides under the table and he's doing cocaine. He comes up just like coke all over his fucking face. Funny shit. It's funny. He eventually came out of the closet later in life. Because did you see the very last Pee Wee Herman movie? He ended up like being like gay for like, was it Jason Momoa or something like that in it? I think that was kind of his coming out. All right, loaded bowl, short, gentle, let's turn on your vaporizer. Pour shots. Here we go, guys. Who isn't? Everybody in the weed industry uses it. Yeah, it was funny. Him in the old Cheech and Chong movies, though. And that was before he ended up being Pee Wee Herman. You also got what? Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne was what? Cowboy, what's his name in Pee Wee Playhouse? He must have took the blue pill in that one, in that reality. That was a crazy one. Every time you see him in that, you're like, whoa. Next movie. Yeah. Yeah, they did what, like 3 movies? One of them, they did what, the one that went to Amsterdam, was that the next movie? And then Chicha, I'd have to think about it. I'd have to rewatch all the movies again. I remember bits and pieces of all of them. Up in Smoke, that's the one where they, "Hey, how's my driving? You're not driving." That's that one where he picked up the dude for sure, and they got the weed van, and they went to Mexico, I believe. Or they had the thing, yeah, that was a good one. Man, I'm faded. I remember when that was one of the first ones. I seen the guy with the vape pen. He stuck the weed in it. It was like a gun. He was hitting it, and I was always, "Oh, that'd be cool to have." And all it was electric weed pen with like a fan. Man, that got me. Yeah, that'll be cool. Speaking of Red, Redman. I saw him when I was at one of the weed events, and he had a whole bunch of people, and I was at an event. I ran up and I go, "Can I get your autograph?" And the lady tried to push me away, and he ended up saying, "Chill, chill," and he ended up letting me get a picture and his autograph. He was super cool. I liked How High. How High was awesome. How High 2 sucked, but How High 1 was great. Good old Method Man, Redman. But yeah, remember when he flew out to, I didn't like that one where they flew out to like Amsterdam or whatever. That one wasn't that good, whatever movie that was. They go to the weed shop and they ate like salad and shit. That sucked. Yeah, they're always cool. Wu-Tang Clan. 50. Rocking and rolling. Another Dad Marine, 420 guys, everybody getting high. Ooh, I see Fuck the Magic Dragon. That's Secco. Let's see if we can I'll add Secco. Oh. Man, what a beautiful night it is. It's so good to be back. Trying to hit up Brian. Brian probably busy. That dude's a player. Him and his family, like they like casino gamble, and they're a elite club, so they must gamble like thousands of dollars and shit. Let's see. What does it take to be elite status in the casino on a Carnival cruise ship? Holy shit. So to be elite status, you gotta earn at least 7,500 plus points in one sailing, and you get 1 point. You get 1 point for every $2.50 you play. So you'd have to like probably gamble like $15,000 or something like that, I guess. Jesus Christ, they gamble a lot. So to be elite status, you got to gamble at least 7,500 points in one sailing, and and each point is about $2.50. Holy shit! Yeah, what would that be? Say times 2, that's 1,500, 15,000. That's almost $20,000 probably per sailing they gamble with. That's some money. No wonder they get free cruises. I gambled. I won $100 and I was like, "Yep, I'm good." I don't like to gamble. I gamble enough with my life. One thing that happened though is I got some pain meds when I was at the port because I hurt my toe, and I got these. They were like Tromadol or whatever, 100 milligrams, and I took two of those, and I had a drink and 200 milligram ones, and I had a couple. I had a Michelada, and I started sweating, and I thought I was gonna like fucking overdose in fucking Ensenada. I didn't feel my toe pain either, but I was like, just it was bad. I felt dizzy. Thought I was gonna get sick. I started sweating. I was like, this is why I don't do pain meds. This is why I stick with like my fucking weed. I had my camera equipment, everything. I was gonna go live and shit there, but man, I literally was fighting for my life for half that trip. I finally started to come to when my fucking lobster came. We went to Porta Nueva, I believe, and they had this like fried lobster, and I got like two fried lobster tails, and I finally came to enough to fucking eat it. But it was like 3 hours later. You don't think two little pain pills will fucking knock your ass over like that? That fucking rocked my world. But yeah, so when I was on the dolphin thing, I kicked there was a flat piece of metal that was supposed to be a light, and it was up with a rusty thing, and they had us take off our shoes, and as we're walking, I kicked it, put a giant hole in my foot. My foot was really hurting. So I got these pain pills, I popped a couple of those, and that's when I had a huge issue. uh, Fighting for my life temporary. All right, everybody, get your nails out. Later, Bolshoi, John Turbo. Turn on your vaporizers. Pour your beers, pour your shots. That's cool. I still have a ton of those pain pills. They were so cheap. You get like 60 of them for like 15 bucks. Something like that. Crazy. All right, everybody, get your nails out. Load your bolt, turn on your vaporizer. Is it? Yeah, dude. They're not telling me anything. Okay, well, each pill's 100. I ain't gonna show them, but yeah, these are 100 milligram pills. They're pink. They're little round pink pills, and I popped two of them, and then I was slamming some micheladas, and then out of the blue, my whole world started to get real scary, and I started sweating really bad, and then I felt like I was gonna get sick, and then I felt like I was floating, and then I was like, "Oh, no, 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 no," and I was like I looked at my wife looked at me, and I must have looked really pale face because I was like, "I think I'm gonna pass out," and I was inside that restaurant, I was getting real hot, I was just sweating. I was like, "I gotta get out of here." Ugh, phew, I go, "How long is this gonna last?" And she goes, 6 to 8 hours. And I go, "It better not last 6 to 8 hours." Thank God in about 2 hours, I was coming off of it. But man, I was fighting for my life for about good 2, 3 hours. It wasn't good. And I was out in the hot sun. It wasn't that hot in Ensenada, but it sure as hell felt hot to me. Everybody else had their coats on. I was in shorts and a t-shirt, and I was just sweating. Cheers, guys. Thought I was gonna die there. Little Ensenada story. Yeah, 200 milligrams. Each pill was 100. Well, I picked up the bottle, and the bottle was 60. I get 60 pills. So I got 60 pills. Yeah, so I got 60 of them for 15 bucks, and they're 100 milligram pills. So I was like, I could take two. Jen looked at me and goes, "You sure you just want one?" And I said, "No, I want two." So I took two. And about 45 minutes later, I realized I probably shouldn't have took two. And I was drinking too, and I was thinking, I don't think I should be drinking and taking two either. So I slowed down on my drinking. Yeah. I don't want to pull out the bottle and show you guys. I'm sure I'd be banned off all my platforms, but yeah, they're 100 milligram tramadols, and they're pink, little pink round pills. I got 60 of them for 15 bucks. But yeah, I hurt my toe, and I thought it'd help. Didn't realize how strong those were. How you doing, Braden? I never even heard of them. You always hear these people say oxycontins, and I know Dilaudid and morphine. Never heard of those. My wife says it's the same thing. My wife said she's the one who told me what to get. I was like, all right, well, if you think that's it. I took like 6 years. Yeah. Yeah. Well, tried 200. Also, you can get anything in Mexico, guys. Yeah, Xanax, whatever. But yeah, I had 200 milligrams. But I also already had like 3 Red Bulls, vodkas in the morning. Then I swooped those, and then I was having a few micheladas and a Tecate. And that's when I was like, whoa, 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 I better slow down on the drinking because I think it's affecting with the pills. And then I note to self, I said, I'm not taking 2 of those ever again. No shit. Yeah. That's fuck that shit. It's good to have one, I guess, if you need it. I'm gonna just keep them in my cabinet if I ever need it, like one pain. I ain't gonna ever take 2 though again. 2 was way too much. I was sweating. Yeah. Oh well. It's always good to have a good pain pill in case you need it. I don't usually take it. I'm not one to take Tylenol even. I don't usually take anything usually. Like, but if I need something, I need a strong one. You know what I mean? I'm that type of person. I don't usually take fucking Vicodin I don't take Advils, I don't take Tylenols, I don't take aspirins. But like usually if I'm really hurt myself, I want to take the damn pain away, I'm not going to continue to take them. All right, cheers, guys. But trust me, yeah, don't eat, he eats them. Braden says his uncle eats them. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Those pink ones. That was I thought the same thing. I looked at it because it was a pretty solid pill and it was pink. And I was like, "Did you eat it?" And I could swallow anything. They were like, the lady at the counter goes, "No, you swallow it." And I go, "Okay." uh, yeah, no shit, David. Yeah, I can bring that back on the cruise. No problem. Uh, That's crazy. Yeah, I know. You probably put it under your tongue. It'll fucking hit you quicker than it'll go through your liver and shit. But yeah, that's fucked up. You get anything out there. Walked in, they were like, and they go, "This is my pain pills," and they said, "Here it is," and they go, "It's 100 milligram tramadol, 60 pills for 15 bucks," and I go, "Oh, that sounds like a deal." And then I go, "Well, 60 pills for 50, that's not a lot. I could take 2 of them." Well, and Jen goes, "You probably should have took 1." And I go, "Nah, I'll be fine." And I was not fine. Yeah, trust me, that was the last time I did that the whole cruise. Stuck with drinking. That shit was way too strong. Yeah, I just remember sitting there, I'm sweating. I felt like I was floating. I felt like I was gonna get sick. I was having all kinds of issues. I didn't feel my toe pain anymore because I was dealing with all kinds of other issues at that point. Uh. Yeah, that's it's not very fair. Of course, you don't feel your toe pain. You're having all your other part of your body's falling apart. Yeah, no shit. It was insane. Yeah, exactly. I could have had weed and been just fine. Meanwhile, I'm in I'm in Ensenada at this bar, he just hanging on for dear life. It was funny when I was walking there, I was hurting, my foot was hurting. This guy goes, "Man, you look grumpy." And I had my tie dye on and I was just not happy. And so my wife goes, "Go get some pain pills." So I go in there, I get my pain. And then out of the blue, I'm going from, hurting to like, I was, and then I walked outside and it was like 60 degrees, maybe 55 degrees in Ensenada that day. Overcast. Everybody's in coats. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, just sweating, just sitting outside, just waiting for it. And then we had to hop on a bus and we had to go then to Puerto Nuevo. So we were in one of the shopping centers and I forget where the fuck we were. So we were in one another city, then we went to another city, and then finally we get to the place to eat the lobster, and I started feeling a little bit better. I was like, thank God I'm not dying. Yeah, well, like I said, my whole pill is 100s. I'd have to break it. I do got a pill splitter if I need, I guess. But 100's fine. I've taken 100, I was fine. 2 is way too much. I only take it if I need to, it'd be before bed. They also will knock your ass out. Yeah, I know, Braden. I'm not a huge pill fan either, trust me. But I was at a position where I couldn't have any weed or anything, and I had like a rusty toe. I had like I kept putting I had Neosporin and shit, so I was putting them on my toes and shit that was hurt but I needed a little pain. I was a little overdose. I was stupid. I should have only took 1, but I mean, you think 2 for that price. Usually in America, that would have been way higher expensive. You know what I mean? To not get that. Trust me, it'd have been a lot more. I got 60 of them for 15 bucks. It just didn't make sense. But what a deal. Didn't even check your ID. They just said bam, bam, bam. That's how you do it. You can also get uh what's it called? For infections. What's your favorite polygon? I don't know. What's a polygon? All right, we got another beer here. Amoxicillin. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. That's the nice thing because, like, I mean, you shouldn't overdo it, but I hate when you can't get it for an infection. And so that's what I wanted to get for my toe also. Yeah. Yeah. It's always good to get that because it's a pain in the ass if you get an infection or you get something like that, how you have to go through to get it. And I understand you don't ever do it. I hardly ever, 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 ever need it, but it's always good. I kicked a rusty nail in Mexico and was bleeding all over the place with a dolphin pooping on it. And I felt like I needed a little bit just in case. It also was hurting, like it was very tender for the next day or two. Now it feels fine. But yeah, bullshit. Yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, they got ketamine spots for sure. Yeah, you get anything in Mexico for sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, Bob Bonnie, the price is a way to judge your bill. 100%. Well, my wife said take one. I said two. I've done some crazier things in my life. I think I'll be okay. I will survive. But you're right, Bubonic. You guys are. I didn't say I was smart. Trust me. I'm not saying I was a smart idea at all. That was a very dumb idea. Uh, but I will say it did take the toe pain away. Which Teletubby's your favorite? When I was sweating, she goes, "Well, that is one of the side effects." I was like, "Fuck you." That is one of the side effects. But she did say just take one. But even the other lady said to take one. But she said I could take two. And I said I could take two. And that was not my wife. It was the lady who actually gave me the pills. And I said yes. And she said, okay. And she said yes. And I said, okay. And my wife said I shouldn't. And I said, the lady who gave it to me said I could. No, I built some Lego Jurassic Parks. Woo! Yeah, I've had them all, Eric. I prefer regular torch. All right. Woo, 6 down, 6 to go. No, just kidding. I'm done. How we doing here? Rock and roll. Everybody having a good 420, everybody? We got some game here. Let me see if I could get a second in the game, maybe. Yeah, I like just a nail, especially when I'm doing dab marines and shit. I'm not trying to take a long, slow hit. I'm not sitting here like, you know, like a opioid user just laying on my couch puffing it for fucking 28 hours while watching TV or something. I'm taking a big quick hit and I'm fucking slamming a beer. It's a little different. I think e-nails are more like you're just laying back going pup, 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 pup. That's fine. That just ain't me. Puff the man. And I'm bringing everybody together here. YouTube's on the left on this one. Then we got Kick and Twitch.
We've taken the lead.
Yeah, well, I would probably, if anything, honestly, Mark, do a Cobra Coil.
Incoming flashbang. Thermogrenade going out.
Oh, you remember this one? Bam. Hey, it used to stop them, didn't it? Got you. Bang, bang, boom. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang, I love you. And, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Loves you too.
Sighted on target. Alpha available.
Missed me. Oosh. 4.0.
Using scout balls.
I try. It's hard if I'm looking at the chat too much. I'm better when I'm not. Oh shit! I was just let that dude roll by me. All right, let me actually do something. I do okay sometimes. Uh-huh.
Tossing flash.
Oh. But who wrote the James Bond song to the Nintendo? That 007. Man, that was... Man, with such limited chords, what a fucking...
Task LDR.
Man, that was a good one. Fuck. Got you. Yeah, GoldenEye.
Spring mine going out.
Oh, that guy was right on my ass. Yeah, that GoldenEye was such a classic. With such limited, like I said, tunes.
Flashbang.
You'd pause that game. When you paused it, everybody was going to the bathroom, getting their drinks. I believe, yeah, it was the pause screen, I'm pretty sure, right? Hey, we brought it back. We came back on this game.
Flash out. Hope you.
How the fuck that dude?
Enemies have disarmed your spring mine.
Woo! That was cool. Damn it.
Tackle. Train requesting LCBR.
Got you.
Eyes on enemy thermal.
Aye. Daddy in the crow's nest. Daddy in the crow's nest.
Thermal grenade. Throw.
Crimson actual to Rogue
I
Spy.
hate
We know
being
you're
in
here.
his
We're
points.
coming for you.
Shit.
Tossing thermal.
Oh, wee.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Wow, I shot like shit.
Hold the line,
Throwing
Crimson.
flashbang.
This is ours to lose.
Holy shit.
Concussion grenade. All units prepare for exfil. This one's
15 and 11, not bad. That was a good game. Yeah, buddy. Still got a positive KD, baby. Team faded. Yes. Not bad. 007. I always like it. Do you ever see the one where they do it with the Joe Rogan and the guys dancing to it? They're dancing to the 007's music. Oh, that's funny as shit. Him and Joey Diaz and some funny shit. All right, everybody. We got 81 followers here on Kick. We're actually doing pretty good over here on Kick. And Twitch, we got 27, YouTube 4,600. Always bigger on YouTube. But we do have, it was crazy. We had like I said, 40 some live the other day. I don't know if somehow we got pushed to the top of the channel for a second. But that was kind of cool. Beautiful colors. Should we move it this way a little more? Pew. Man, I'm excited. I gotta get back going. Oh, we're doing pretty good. I was like, man, are we not live that long? All right. Should we do another dab marine? Ooh, I might do Warzone. Justin's eventually gonna do it. Ooh, look at all this cool shit I unlocked. You want to try some Warzone? Me as Michael Myers. I'm gonna go solo dolo then, since nobody's here. Watch it. Watch and learn, everybody. Watch and learn. While we do it, I'm gonna be doing a dab. It's gonna take a second to load. All right. Michael Myers. I'm gonna go. It's not gonna be a very fancy way to do this, guys. I'm just gonna do it the best way. I do know a quick trick. You fake left, go right. Fake left, go right. No. You're gonna see the first ever solo dolo win at Warzone. I actually, like I said, I think I either won it or I got second place the first time I played like Fortnite. But it was like right when it first started. I wish I was live. I should have did it live. I can't wait till Grand Theft Auto comes out. That'll be fun. I will go live the very first day, even if it costs us $1 million. No, just kidding. Should we go live? Should we do the online or just start off just trying to do the whole mission? That might be something, right? That'd probably get some views. I don't think I'm going to be as fast as everybody else. There'll be people probably beating the entire thing in like one day. It'll take me like a month probably, but I've never ever did the actual season. What is it called? I don't even know what it's called. Maybe just get online, just have fun. I don't know. Indiana Jones. Dude, you guys remember the young Indiana Jones that came out on like USA back in the day? I was a big Indiana Jones fan as a kid because that was like one of the first movies in theaters that really blew my mind. And then they had the young Indiana Jones on like USA. And then when they brought it back, it was cool. I like aliens and all. I don't know if that ever felt like the Indiana arc. It was always a very religious arc, I thought, and I liked that about it. And I'm not a really religious person, but I just like that. All right, we're dabbing the Romulan. Happy 420, guys. Get your nails out. Love your little joints. Pour your blunts. Turn on your vaporizers. Pour your beers. Pour your shots. Get your dabs ready. Oh, I was just making sure I playing single this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. But has anybody ever watched the entire Quantum Leap series? That is the best finale ever. The original one, not the new one. If you can find it, it's got the best ending of any movie ever. All right, guys, watch this.
Battle Royale.
You're gonna watch me win.
All set, mark. Got gas closing in fast. Double target to the place stop.
Say, go, Nick, go. Go, Nick, go. Yeah, I know, me too. When I was older, I eventually got a TV, though. Quantum Leap was on, like, USA and shit. Quantum Leap was awesome. Yeah, but when I was younger, I watched, like, Family Ties and shit like that. Growing Pains was great, yeah. Yeah. Life goes on, and so do we. We live it all so differently.
Welcome to the Gulag. Fight for win redeployment.
Well, so far, a single isn't so good. I should have went away from the center, but oh well. I gave it a shot. Note to self.
Fight started. Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by.
Yeah, Corky. Yeah, it makes you understand everybody. Step by step. Well, remember TGIF was the thing.
Or die trying.
TGIF. That had like everything. That was a classic as a kid.
Got ready up for redeployment.
All right, guys. You're gonna watch how bad I. Shh. Nobody's gonna notice. Nobody's gonna notice. Shh, I got this. Got this. Got this.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Uh-oh.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Got some horrible gun. Oh, that was scary. You guys see that?
Taking effective fire.
Oh, shit.
The enemy took that one, but we'll get it back.
Yeah, Full House, Family Step by Step. Boy Meets World was great. Yeah, I remember, so Full House had a good dynamic. It didn't really have a very good ending. Um, Family Matters, Steve Urkel and stuff became Urquell and had a solid ending. Then, Step by Step, not much. Boy Meets World had a good one. Him and Topanga got married. Life goes on, and so do we. We live it all so differently. That was a good one. And well, shit, you want to go way back? I mean, I remember as a kid, you'd see weird shit like what was that? There was that religious show, the about Angel, like this dude. Like when you were a kid, when you were like in the early 80s, there were some crazy shows, and like especially with all your soap operas and shit. Like oh, man, I'm not good at some of the old ones. Yeah, Highway to Heaven. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Touched by an Angel was another good one. But yeah, I remember like the country one when they was like was it the same dude? Was it Highway to Heaven? The dude he was in like the Western and shit. Little House on the Prairie. Little House on the Prairie. Then he was Highway to Heaven. Yeah, yeah. That was crazy shit back then. Little House on the Prairie. That was old school. Yeah, Michael Landon. Yep. Little House on the Prairie. And Highway to Heaven. Yeah, my grandmother. And she also liked Murder She Wrote. Those is classics. And who remembers? I want to go real old school. So my grandparents watched like those like shows late at night, like obviously like um uh the late night show and shit like that. But they also watched the Dolly Parton show, and then what was the Smothers Brothers? So the Dolly Parton show and the Smothers Brothers was two other variety shows that would be on late at night. So then you can also watch those, and I always remember watching the Dolly Parton show and the Smothers Brothers and shit like that. That was good shit. Little way old school. Yeah, the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with the Yo-Yo Man and the Banjo Man. And then the Dolly Parton show was a good show. Yeah. Well, for those shows, I would end up watching like Nick at Night. You guys remember Nick at Night? So at Nick at Night, you'd watch like My Three Sons. What was the Nick at Night had a whole bunch of good shows. My Three Sons and he talked to A Horse is a Horse, of course. God, what was that show called? Mr. Ed. Yeah, Nick at Night was crazy. You also had Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. And then as you get older and older, it gets changed to like younger and like younger shows. It's crazy. Just shows you how old it gets.
Hello and welcome back to our PGA Tour coverage here
Yeah,
on
Johnny
PK
Carson.
Sports. Let's get down to the live play at the 6th.
I remember going to my grandparents' house and they recorded all of them, and we had watched old Johnny Carson and go to sleep at night.
Sitting at -4.
No shit, Mark. I know the Mr. Ed themes pretty well. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one talks to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed.
Now, this is a
That's pretty
challenging
cool.
one. A lengthy putt awaits. Yeah, that's well judged. He had the right line there. Always nice to have a birdie putt. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a
That's
putt to hold.
crazy.
Gotta say, putting
Who
this well
remembers
from
the old
this
the
distance
other
is a
TV
huge
shows back in the day,
confidence
like
booster.
Silver Spoons?
And as we
Remember
check the
Silver
standings, our leader is
Spoons and
currently ahead
Different
by 4.
Strokes? Those was 2 great shows I used to watch. Silver Spoons. Dude had the little train that ran around his house.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side.
As a
and
poor
hit yourself a
kid,
little
watching
baby
these
fade.
shows, you're always like,
From
man,
there,
I
you
wish
got
that
a green
happened to
sits
me.
above you slightly, and also chases away from you just a little bit.
Oh
believe it
yeah,
or not.
Small Wonder.
This is
Was
a
that like
really
the robot?
Good, strong par 4.
Little
Par's
robot
a
girl.
Great score.
There was so many
Not
great
a
shows
bad
back
drive.
then.
A little bit shorter than Beamer. Not bad.
Yeah, I loved all
John, you're
that
down
shit.
there? What's happening?
Hey guys, we're checking.
Well, even
in
they
with
had some good
Colin
shows about
Morikawa as he gets set for his
the
next
Phil
shot
of the
here on the 8th.
Future. Phil of the Future was a great show. That was a little later, obviously, you know. But I mean, I loved all
Well, an
that weird
explosive
shit.
start to his
Yeah, the
professional
little
career,
robot
put a
little
couple of
girl.
majors
Yeah,
already in the
exactly.
kit bag. He's
Yeah, I
clean
remember
cut,
her.
he's
That was a
fresh,
good
he
one.
flushes his irons.
And then they
There's a
had,
lot
like I
to like
said,
about Colin
Phil of the
Morikawa,
Future
isn't
was a
there?
good one.
There is. I mean, straight out of college, winning early.
Well, they do it
before
nowadays with all
PGA
these
Tour
shows.
card.
I was watching
And
a
you're like,
few
you
of
know
them
what?
on TV,
This guy's
like
got some game.
where they had a
And
robot
as we
girl and
quickly
robot.
found out,
Let me turn
major
this down
championships
just
later.
a little bit. But yeah, that robot girl, robot family that was like, you know, nowadays that's all it's about, AI and all that shit. Same shit they've been doing forever. Phil of the Future was great. What was that one where Alex and she like turned into a slime? Remember? She turned into, she could melt. There was another good show. That was around Phil of the Future time. All that shit was always great.
He's one of those players you look at and you're going,
Alex Mack,
no,
yeah.
I don't want to play with him. No,
That was a
don't
great
put
show.
him near the lead with me. No,
I watched all that shit. Well, I mean, I liked Wizards of Waverly Place. They brought the new one back, which wasn't so bad.
Starting out to the right. Watch this one.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And he's holding
Alex
steady
Mack was
in
good. Phil of the
first place.
Future was
Started
good.
out
But yeah, if you go way back, like you said, yeah. Small wonder, not many people watch that. Well, even that old, I mean, you know, you go way back. God, there were so many crazy old shows.
South is an uphill par 3. It can be a whole
Like we always
hole,
talked
but
about,
it's a route to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of
The Explorers. That's another great movie. That came out around the same time as
you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Is she the same girl? Alex Mack, was she the girl? Wait. Wait. You're telling me Alex Mack was the girl who was in Smallville? She was a Smallville girl too? Because that's who it was. It was a Smallville girl. I didn't know that was the same girl now that you think about that. I'm usually pretty good with faces. I loved Alex Mack. Is she the Smallville girl? I could Google it, I guess. Kind of goofing around. Oh, okay. Yeah, Alex, the Smallville girl is the girl who was in the sex cult. Yeah. I was like, Alex, I didn't think that was the same girl. I was like, I'm pretty sure that ain't the same girl that you said. Yeah, the if you look up Smallville, that's the same girl. Yeah, Alice and Mac was in the sex cult. Yeah. That makes sense. But I think the show was called like Alex Mack or something like that. That's kind of ironic. But yeah, I don't think it was the same girl. Yeah, that's funny. You're getting the poor girl in trouble now. I was like, I don't think it was the same girl. It does sound the same though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That was a great show, though. She could melt down. That was such a cool little show. Alright. Yeah, you made me think about but yeah, I love Smallville. That was another great show. What fucking Smallville had the best soundtrack. I loved it. Save Me. They had such great songs on it and shit. And God, I mean, it made who was that one singer? God, I think it literally was one of his big uptakes. I forget the name of him, but he had a whole bunch of big songs on Smallville, and he's like huge now. Go figure. Someone save me. Damn it. Yeah, that wonder. I couldn't believe, that sex call wasn't far from me. I actually went by from one of their old old shops. It was kind of crazy. Oops.
Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
I'm just fucking around here. Got to keep it close.
And this one will be for double bogey. And as we look at the leaderboard, he now has a 3-shot advantage. The final hole on the outward half is a par 5, runs right against the boundary fence, and it requires 2 big shots.
2 long straight shots required if you want to find this par 5 and 2. If you don't, a nice little layup. Give yourself a
And that's how you
for
do
the
it.
third shot. There is a nice little shelf there. If it pins up top left, watch the spin. Down on the right-hand side, watch it go in the hole maybe.
He has his eyes set.
You ever watch the dude who played Lex Luthor in Smallville and Tom Welling? They do a good podcast too.
Displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is about 24 feet for him here.
This looks pretty tiny, this. And makes it. What a bomb.
That's how you lose 2, gain 2.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would be?
As we make the turn, Rich, our featured player is out in front.
Always great to be in the lead, Luke. There's no doubt about it. But let's face it, lots of golf yet to be played. Let's see how this player handles it. That one's right out of the top.
All right, Mark, take a good one, bud.
Don't you dare.
I will be up early in the morning, guys. You guys know me. I'll be up probably online by 6. If you want to get on, hit that notification. I'll be up early too. Have a good one. Thank you for coming on, Mark. You guys rock. Stay high, stay faded. Happy 420 one more time. Cheers, bud.
Yeah, nice from the rough.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range.
Me and Fluff.
10 feet to the hole.
This is for birdie.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This is going to move pretty significantly left to right.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a row.
Cheers, bud.
And that takes him to 6 under. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
Yeah, and not a big target either. You got deep bunkers both left and right. You got a shelf up there top left. This is just a strong, difficult, lovely, if you like, par 3.
This would be a great up and down. He's going to be happy about that one. What a good putt to make.
And that's how you do it.
Well, I think that let's see that again.
What do you know? You think I suck? You think I suck? I just
And just
tease.
keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Happy 420, baby.
Rich, in your opinion, is this the hardest par 4 on the entire West Coast?
If it's not, it's certainly top 2.
You have no
The one that I
idea.
could think that it would come close to is probably the 10th at Pebble, especially with the tee box all the way back there. You know, it's just.
I can't remember. It all
doesn't
looks
have
the
the
same.
scenery, but it has the demand that you can't geek a drive out there and expect anything good to happen, and you certainly can't afford really to have a bad iron shot either. It's just a strong par 4. Again, different look than what you have at 10 at Pebble, but it's the difficulty is just the same.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And that will take him to 8 under. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard.
That's how you do it.
The par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway,
happy days.
now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot
Oh,
that's
happy
absolutely
days.
blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, what a putt. And now he'll move to 10
Oh,
under.
happy day.
That really puts the leader way out.
What do you
ahead
guys
of the rest of
think?
the
Am I
pack.
okay?
It's
I
only
think
the
I'm
first
okay.
round. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here on the 14th. Great looking shot this. Wow, was that any good? A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Godspeed golf.
Man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Colin Morikawa as he gets.
And we
set
don't
for
care
his
because
next
we're so
shot
far
here on the 15th.
ahead.
We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
Get in the hole.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Putting for birdie here.
You've heard. I'm a pro stud.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
Surge.
2 in a row. He's
Surging, surging.
Currently 12 under for the round. Well, that really puts our leader way out in front of the pack now, and it's only the first round. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. 16 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's gonna.
Can you believe how fast I am? It's like I'm a fucking robot. It's like I'm a robot.
Let's check
I
in
can't
with
remember.
Tom,
It
shall
all
we?
looks the same.
Too good for you guys. Sorry, just too good. Yeah,
The
buddy.
penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
Danger zone.
bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill.
Piped it down your
Distinct
mama's
sections, the
pipe.
left and the right here, a little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
That was not a good shot. I didn't say.
And here we are with the third shot.
Man, I almost made it.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
Not a long putt by any means, but it does move to the right.
Time to catch up with the Canadian Brooke Henderson. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And maintaining top.
So tomorrow I'm going to be back on the regular schedule, guys. We're going to be getting up early, getting about 4 hours a day live. YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, guys. Hope you guys want to be with me. Thank you guys for your support.
That have happened over the years here. Go for it in 2.
If you get the opportunity, why wouldn't you? I mean, this is probably the best risk-reward par 5, or one of the best on the PGA Tour. You find the fairway, just the water there on the left-hand side fronting this green. It's going to make you think all day long, do I have enough? Can I carry it? Should you find the green? Yes, you got a decent opportunity at eagle, birdie at worst, but you start missing it left and right. That's when things get a little bit dicey.
A 7-footer right here. And what about that? Closing with an eagle. That's a delightful way to finish up the day.
That's how you golf, guys. 15 under round 1. Speed golf. Speed.
Absolutely dominating the field.
It's speed golf, baby.
So far,
All right.
I cannot wait to see what
When you
this
get down here in the depths of hell, you win.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Clark, John McCarthy,
It's
I'm Luke Elvis.
golf.
And so long from 2K Sports.
2K Sports, baby. Daddy wins another one. And another one, and another one. Loser says what? Alright, guys, I'm gonna
Get out of here. Thank you for gaming with us. I'll be up early in the morning, guys. Yo, rock. Happy 420. Happy 710, guys. I will see you soon. Like, subscribe, hit that notification. YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. You guys are all the best, guys. I promise, guys. Thank you. Peace.